Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disney California Adventure for Oogie Boogie Bash 2024. That's Oogie Boogie right there behind me. I'm so excited to show you everything there is to do here, so let's get going. Anytime there are events going on at the parks, they usually have signs out here letting you know the Disney California Adventure will close at 6 p.m. tonight for Oogie Boogie Bash, and that tonight's event is sold out. Now, it is about 1:20 in the afternoon. I actually have a reservation for today, so I can get in now. If you are only coming to Oogie Boogie Bash on an Oogie Boogie Bash ticket, you cannot get in until 3 p.m. Now, the event is at 6 p.m. 3 p.m. is what we call the mix-in. That is where guests with tickets only, event tickets only, can get in with regular day tickets. Now, if you only have the event ticket, there will be a massive line right out here. We'll come by, check it out a little bit later, and at 3 p.m. that line will start to go in on their event ticket. If you have a reservation for the day as well, you can scan in further inside the park. Now, when you just enter the park, if you head down this way and turn right at Mortimer's, straight over here is the locker area. And I grabbed the locker here this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, to put my costume for now. I'll get changed a little bit later. But also, it's a really great idea to get a locker if you plan on getting a lot of candy. And we're gonna do what we call a candy dump a little bit later. That is where we fill up our one bag of candy, bring it back to a secondary bag that we have in the locker, empty stuff out, and then keep going around for some more candy. Lockers are $7 for the whole day, and I think it's pretty affordable. I love to get lockers at Disney. It's pretty easy. Trolley. Just a side comment. I was up here yesterday filming a whole bunch of other videos, and one of them was a crowd update. Just walking around the park right now, looking at the walkways and things. With Oogie Boogie Bash going on tonight, the park is far less crowded today than it was yesterday. And a lot of that comes down to when there is an Oogie Boogie Bash night, a lot of people will choose to not come to DCA if they only have one park per day and they do not have a park hopper. They'll pick Disneyland because nobody wants to get kicked out of this park at 6 p.m. That's 4 hours earlier than usual.
1 hour later.
I came back up here at the front of the park now. It's almost 2:30. It's about like 2:25. They've closed the gates already, waiting for the guests to come in. You can already see people lining up out there a half an hour ahead of time, just so that they can get in right when the mix-in begins. I love just making a reservation for the day and coming in ahead of time so I don't have to deal with that. They've got an event guide QR code right there. They're roping this off currently. What's going to happen is you're going to come in the gates and they're going to have like little areas here where you get your event information. They're going to have a little physical guide, at least they have in the past, a little physical guide that they'll give you, as well as your candy bags. And again, this is what it currently looks like here at 2:30. Let me zoom in there. Look at all the people lining up already. Wow. I did just check with cast members there at the front. They said that anybody can use the in-park check-in. It's at a Magic Key location, if you will, which is why I was a little bit confused. For other after-hours events over at Disneyland, it's in the same place for everybody, and it's in the Starcade. Over here, it's a little different. I'm gonna go show you where it is right now. If you do happen to have a ticket for the day and you're already in here like I am, that way you don't have to leave the park and go get in that massive line, because that's what it looks like now. Imagine what it's going to look like a half an hour from now. Right here is the entrance to Avengers Campus, and the event check-in is just a little bit past that. It does appear that they're already doing check-in because I see some people over here with bags already. So we are going to just go ahead and do it. Again, this is 2:30, about 30 minutes beforehand. This one is already open. We're just going to do it. Here's a look at the bag that you get in comparison. Well, it's going to fly off the trash can. Here's a look at the bag you get. And it's actually, it seems maybe a little bit bigger than previous years, or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm not actually going to use this bag. I brought my own bag. In fact, I brought 2 bags. I think I mentioned that already. This will be kind of like a backup bag that we'll absolutely use if we have to. But I also want to show you the event guide. So they do give you a physical event guide. And the first thing that I came across was the food guide. Now, the amount of food here is actually significantly smaller than a lot of the other after hours events. And what do we got here? Garlic Parmesan chicken strips from Flo's, which is going to be this right here. And then we got the orange chicken strips, also from Flo's, which is going to be right there. The poison apple churro down here in the bottom left. And the Hocus Pocus dress-up sipper, available at multiple locations, and that's what it looks like. We have a couple of special events that are going on. You have Villains Grove, which takes place in the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. We'll go through that a little bit later. The Frightfully Fun Parade has 2 showings, one at 7:45 and one at 10 p.m. I would recommend the 10 p.m. time if you don't want to deal with any crowds. And dining opportunities. So there is Oogie Boogie Bash parade dining and a dessert party that is probably, reservations are most likely gone for those already. I don't know. Now, as we take a look at the whole map of DCA here, we've got some icons, some photo opportunities, Villains Grove, and the treat trails. So the photo opportunities are going to be these icons. Treat trails are going to be numbered. There's often characters at the different treat trails. If you want to see who those characters are, they are listed right here. We have Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Oogie Boogie, Hades, Ernesto de la Cruz, Agatha Harkness, Madam Mim, Radiator Springs Racers Treat Trail, Yokai, Sid, World of Color Treat Trail, and Judge Doom. So the only ones that are new this year are Hades and Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I didn't mention this yet, but they did give me a wristband. When you check into the event, you get a wristband. This wristband is how you walk around the park, because after 6 p.m., they're going to have cast members all throughout the park that only let guests without wristband work their way towards the exit. They won't be able to enter any other parts of the area unless you show this wristband. After a certain amount of time, they will stop checking, like an hour or two, once they're sure that everybody else has left the park. But they absolutely will ask you to show that wristband to prove that you are an event guest during that first hour or so. Now, even though I am checked in and it's 2:40 and I have a wristband and all of that, I'm not actually going to get changed for, well, probably till like 15 minutes before the event, because it is blazing hot here today. It's only 85 degrees, but that sun is just beating down like crazy. I do not want to get into any extra clothes than I have to, earlier than I have to. Last year for Oogie Boogie, I feel like it was overcast, so it was a little bit more manageable. Not this year. Full-on sun without a cloud in the sky. One of our viewers, Mike B, sorry, can't pronounce your last name, asked about merchandise. Where do I come for Oogie Boogie merchandise as soon as I get in the park? I want to go straight there and buy some for the event. Right over there is the Boudin Bread Tour. I'm also right next to the Cars Land sign. One such, not necessarily a festival booth because it's in a festival, but an event booth. They often have merchandise down here. There's a couple of shirts here. This is specifically for Magic key holders, as well as a couple of sweatshirts and a lounge fly. Here's the lounge fly for the event. That looks pretty nice. Like it a lot. And then we have the Oogie Boogie Bash. It's not necessarily Starbucks, just a tumbler. $24.99. If it were Starbucks, it'd be $50. Dated there, so it's got the 2024 on it. The lounge fly does not appear to be dated, however, so that's good. There are also some specific ears for Oogie Boogie Bash this year. That looks really nice. But probably the bigger merchandise location is over here in front of the Little Mermaid. And look at everything that they have here. I'm not sure there's any more unique items, just like a bigger selection. I didn't see this over at the other booth. I have seen this item in other stores, so it's not an Oogie Boogie exclusive. But if you want a light up necklace, they've got that here. Otherwise, it does appear just to be the same selection of items that we saw at the other booth. I made it back up here. It is 2:55 and they're already letting Oogie Boogie event guests into the park, so they did open the gates a little earlier than 3. I don't really want to leave the park at the moment, but I mean, can you see how massive that line is out there? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, if you can, definitely get here early if you want to avoid the line and you want to take full advantage of the mix-in time. If you don't care about taking full advantage of the mix-in time, show up like a half an hour later at like 3:30. It'll probably be a lot less crowded than this to get into the park. And remember, if you already have a reservation or you're here for the day, there is a much better place to check in. I should probably also mention that this half of the area is for event check-in, but because it's 3 hours before the park closes, everybody with a regular ticket for the day can still come in over here. They don't have to wait in the Oogie Boogie Bash line. So if you have to go out of the park for whatever reason and you do have reservations for the day, you can come back in this entrance. It's much less crowded than the other one. There still does appear to be quite a long line over there all the same, but nothing like the massive line for Oogie Boogie Bash. So you come for the mix-in. What do you do now? The event doesn't start till 6 p.m. Go and enjoy the park. You have 3 hours before the event starts, before you can do any event-related things. Just enjoy the rides, enjoy the lands, grab some food, do some shopping. You got 3 hours with everybody here. So it will be a little bit more crowded. The ride lines will drop significantly after 6 p.m. because almost everybody here for this event is here for candy trails and characters. So if you are the type of person that just comes to these after-hour events to enjoy low ride times, you will absolutely get that a little bit later on. But you got 3 hours with day ticket guests here and no event things going on, so enjoy it. Excuse me, sir. Squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeakum.
Squeak, squeak, squeaker. Squeakum, squeak, squeaker.
Yeah. Hanging out here with my buddy David from Big Red Journeys. He is going to be accompanying me here at Oogie Boogie Bash, and he is a squirrel scout.
Even about a real squirrel. He's trained. Stay. Say hi. There you go. Good boy.
Perfect. Emperor's New Groove. If you have not watched that movie, what have you been waiting for? Like, one of the most slept on Disney movies. Absolutely awesome. My favorite.
Deep cut. Deep cut.
2 hours later.
Temperatures dropped and I decided to go ahead and put on the outfit now. Yes, I did the same costume as last year. If you were following me back then, I'm me again. I made some notable changes this year. The glasses are actually half rim. Last time they were full glasses and I could still see through the bottom of them. They are prescription glasses still. I couldn't find any fake glasses. So these are 1 power, but because they're half rim, I don't even really see them when they're down here, which is great. I like being able to see over them. Plus they're gold rimmed, and Smee's is gold rimmed, so I thought that was a nice little touch up. Very subtle touch up. But the big touch up this year is that I actually bought a Captain Hook's Pirate Crew, thank you, there we go. Captain Hook's Pirate Crew tote bag, and this is for all the candy. Last year I just used that little plastic bag that they give you. This year I'm coming prepared for mega amounts of candy.
And he got a locker right behind us, so we're going to do a couple dumps in between.
Yeah. It is 5:38, about 20 minutes before the event officially begins, and here in the animation building is where they do the main Oogie Boogie meet and greet. Look at the line. Now these lines do tend to continually move. There's candy on the line, and you can't actually stop and take a photo with Oogie Boogie. It's like take a photo while you're walking. So this line will probably take like 15 to 20 minutes to get through. I don't know when we're gonna do it. We're gonna try to do as many candy trails as possible. And I mean, this is still the line. Like what you're seeing, all these people over here, this is part of the line, wrapping all the way this way. Lots of people already lining up to meet Oogie Boogie. But over here at the Disney Junior Theater, where they typically have had a Mickey's Trick and Treat show, that show now is only going on during the day, and they are using that building for a character meet and greet, and it's going to be Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and we're going to go check out that line first. So we're currently looking for the entrance of the line. I guess we bypassed it. It's good to get some of these indoor lines done first while it's still daylight out, because it doesn't matter what the lighting is like, because it's inside and they can set whatever lighting and mood that they want. A lot of the other lines are outdoors, so we want to wait until it gets darker for those. It's 6 o'clock on the dot, and they are doing an opening ceremony out there in the, right here is the Carthay Circle, and they're doing it out there in the main area. We can hear it going on. That means the lines will start going here in just a minute. And just 5 minutes after 6 o'clock, we are about to enter the building. They have the first candy station out here. Looks like we've got a series of M&Ms. And so we just hold our bag out here, and they'll put some in. Then when we come inside, there's Doofenshmirtz, Dr. Doofenshmirtz up on the stage, and they do have another bit of a queue line in here, but they will also have more candy stations throughout. So that wasn't the only place that you'll get candy in this line. What do we got at this one? It looks like goldfish graham crackers.
If you don't know, I have a bit of an odor. And if I'm going to take them in a tight area, I need to make everyone feel less than needed. It's about playing, don't worry.
We've got another one here.
Now,
Ooh, Skittles M&Ms.
hello, party people. What's that? Not today.
And over here we have, oh, mini fig bars.
What's that? Well, I don't know. How fun is that? Who's Luca? Oh, you're Luca. Hello. That's a nice name. I'm Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Goodbye. That's a squirrel. Where's Ernesto? Oh, she looks like a start eating right now.
And what you just witnessed is a typical experience here at Oogie Boogie Bash. You walk by the character. There is another candy bucket area here, right at the end, and Twix and M&Ms this time. We got out of there at 6:09. We walked into the building at 6:05, so we spent 4 minutes inside the building. And again, we hopped in line at 5:45 before the event started. So I couldn't really tell you how long that line specifically would be because we waited 15 minutes beforehand, but it moved really fast. I think we're gonna go in and do Oogie Boogie now. Again, get these indoor experiences done while it's still light outside. And so we're coming over here to the sign that says line starts here. We hopped in this line at 6:11 p.m. We're gonna see just how long this one takes. The good news is these lines just keep moving. They hardly ever stop, and if they do, it's only for a split second. And so even if the line looks long, they're moving well. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like this format because they want to spend more time with the characters. But me personally, I would much rather have this format where I can see the characters, take some photos, have some quick interactions with them that last maybe 15, 20 seconds, rather than waiting in like, you know, an hour-long line for an awkward interaction with them because I don't know what to say. And at 6:19, after just 8 minutes, we are entering the building. Now it's going to take us a little while to get up to Oogie Boogie. There's candy spots along the way, but we are entering the building at 8 minutes. Oogie Boogie is over here off to the right. We're approaching the first candy station, and we've got some more M&Ms, Twix, and Snicker Mix. And over at that station, I can see the mini fig bars. They're pretty much the same candies at all of the different trails. If we encounter something that is different that we haven't seen, I'll put that on camera. But I'm not going to show every single candy bucket and every single trail. Just know that they have more of this type of food.
Special sleeping spiders do. Hey, you've already got candy. Trying to make a dupe out of me? I love it! Are you paying attention? Because I'm thinking this may be the last time you hear my Oogie Boogie song. Look at this guy. He's ancient. He's ugly.
Over here we have standard goldfish, the regular kind, not the graham crackers. Now we're in the line for Hades, and right over there is the Oogie Boogie line. It's still pretty light outside. We're gonna have to come back and do Hades again when it gets dark, because this one definitely needs it to be a little darker. But it's 6:26, so not even a half an hour into the event, we've already gone through 2 candy trails. We're entered into a 3rd one, and this is just, I mean, this is most of the night. It's going through candy trails, it's seeing characters. There's a parade at 7:45, but we're gonna hit the 10 o'clock one. Our strategy is gonna be to go through Villains Grove probably during that first parade, because most people are gonna be at that first parade, which means they're not going in line for Villains Grove. That's just what we're gonna try to end up doing today, but we'll just hit candy trails now, and we'll show you, I mean, I'm gonna just film the night. We're just having some fun, right, David? No super like major agenda this time.
Not this time.
There's Hades himself. Where's he going?
To his throne.
Just up to his throne. It has been 9 to 10 minutes since we hopped in line. Still going. This is probably the longest line we've waited in so far. And we're still quite a ways away from Hades' stage up there. We're reaching our first candy cauldron at 15 minutes. Thank you very much. And that means we are getting close to our walkthrough here.
Is the Caesar still around?
This is good too because he's still here. It is 6:41, 6:42 at the moment, and he has been out here the whole time, so he'll be probably stepping away soon.
Souls I'm taking care of, all this plotting and scheming on the side. Could use a little me time. Enjoying the view, pal?
Oh, I love it.
What do you think of the toga, huh?
Very fashionable.
That backside too, just in case you didn't know. It's all the rage in teens these days. Where's Hercules? Is that what you're asking me here? I'd love to know too, pal. If any of you knows where Hercules is out there, you go find me, right? You can also tell pain and panic when they don't always get back to me in a timely fashion, so come right to the source here.
That one was 17 minutes start to finish, so definitely the longest of the lines we've waited in so far. But we're gonna do it again a little bit later once it gets darker and the lighting is a whole lot better. Over here in front of the Avengers logo, I am seeing a Scarlet Witch meet and greet by the looks of it. But there is a candy trail here in Avengers Campus, and it is for Agatha Harkness. Now I hear that this walkthrough has been changed since last year, so we're gonna go see any differences. And we're heading into Cars Land looking for the back of the line here. And over off to the left, we have Red in his clown outfit. They do a meet and greet with him, and you can go and take a photo. Who needs Red though, when I've got Big Red right here?
The one that matters most. I mean, that guy's nothing but a clown. So just so you know, there is some healthier options you can always get to, including those who need it for allergic reasons. So these are the 2 gluten-free snacks that you do. So not every one of the cauldrons has this option, but if they do, you ask for the allergen-friendly candies, and they give you, so for example, they gave me gluten-free fruit snacks and a gluten-free little lollipop of sorts. Yeah.
Now this one is moving really quickly. At just 4 minutes, we are approaching Agatha here. So really, really quick, this one.
This one has a squirrel on his shoulders.
That's David.
The neighborhood watch is really loosening their grip, aren't they? Critters everywhere. Oh, I would have nothing to do with a squirrel. Too small. Hiya, hon. Yes. Glad you made it till later. We don't want you to feel underwater. That's Wanda. So very kind of you, hon. Finally, someone with good taste.
Well, we found a treat trail over here that has cranberries, craisins. After 4 treat trails, this is kind of what we're looking at for candy. Looks like you can see a good idea there. Got plenty of room in this bag to go though. Plenty of room. We're talking like right up to here. It is officially 7 o'clock right now. We have gone through 4 candy trails. We have 4 hours to go. A parade to see, Villains Grove. We're gonna grab some food. There are a few special Oogie Boogie offerings, and so we're gonna get those 2 items. You saw pictures of them earlier, but we're gonna give them a try. Squeak, squeak, squeaking. There's, oh, Spider-Man! Spider-Man!
Look at Peter Parker.
That's not who I was gonna talk about. There was a ghillie monster that walked by. And here's where Spider-Man was going. He was coming over here to this meet and greet line. So there are heroes around. It's not just villains at Oogie Boogie Bash. Spidey is over here. And it's also not just characters in the candy lines. There are other character meet and greet lines as well. Right across from the Grizzly Peak waterfall area here, there is another treat trail, and this is where Madam Mim has been moved to.
Archimedes, you must say hello to all of the humans as well. They're all here for an exciting evening.
This one was really quick, although I wasn't really timing this one.
Oh my dear, I know. A squirrel! Oh my. Ward, do you remember when you were a squirrel? He hated it. He absolutely hated it. But you must watch out for that other squirrel, you know. Now you have the ability to talk to them, don't you? What is he saying?
He's scared of you.
Oh, well, I don't blame him. Well, tell him that I won't leave this area, so he doesn't have to be so scared. Squeak, how do you talk to a squirrel after all?
It's all about the enunciation of the squeak.
The enunciation of the squeak. All right, can you teach me something?
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak. Oh, all right. What did I said hello, yes?
For the most part.
For the most part. Oh, all
But
right.
there's children around. So
Oh, my dear. Well, off with you, my dear. Disappear now, yes?
Most of the cast members are saying Happy Halloween. One of them just said to me, Happy Summerween. I love it. It's August. That was your best interaction so
I
far.
agree, yes. I had a feeling because she does deal with squirrels as well too. So I felt that we had a connection.
Are people camped for the parade already? It's like 7:20. Parade's not coming by for another like 30 minutes at least. The Sheriff of Nottingham. There he is. We walked to the front of the park just to do a quick locker stop since they purchased a sipper and things. The friends that I'm up here with, David and his girlfriend, Robin. And as we're walking back in, the colors are starting to pop a little better because it's getting darker. Not quite there yet. Little ways to go. My camera does brighten up things quite a bit though. So it's a little darker than what you're seeing on your screen. We're over by Soarin' Around the World at the moment, and the next candy trail is actually going to be tucked around behind the building. But the line starts right here next to the little popcorn cart, and you can see that airplane, so just some spatial awareness, and we're going to come in right here. Treat trail entrance. And back here is Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit. We saw him last year, and he dipped the boot in the dip. So we're gonna see what it's doing again here this year. Now this scene here, not so much a walk by. You can camp out as long as you want.
What are you all standing around for? Rolling and awing.
No more tunes.
Good. I share your enthusiasm.
Freeways in the future.
They are indeed. I like this one. My freeway will be built once we remove Toontown from the equation. None of you like Toontown, do you?
So last year at this scene, Judge Doom actually picked up the boot and dipped him in the little barrel of dip there, and he would disappear. And I'm hearing reports that was too scary. And so they've changed it for this year. They've put the shoe inside a cage, and we thought maybe the cage would lower it, so they were just changing it so that Judge Doom didn't actually have to pick up the boot and that sort of thing. It would lower down in, but there's no way for that to lower, so they did change this scene this year. It is currently 7:50. The parade is going on, and we want to hop in line for the Villains Grove before that parade lets out. Now, we're back here at the entrance to the Grand Californian where the back of the line is. We'll see how long it takes to get to Villains Grove. This is going to be a big one. A cast member just went by sharing a disclaimer for everybody. There are no characters in Villains Grove. There are no treat trails in Villains Grove. It is an immersive light experience. They must have had some complaints about people waiting in the line to not find any treats or characters. It's still really worth going through, in my opinion, and I'm super excited. We have been in line for 5 minutes. We are right there. When we hopped in line, we were right there. We've literally moved that far in 5 minutes. This line is not moving, and I don't know why.
Set me up.
Set you up?
Well, just ask me the question. I don't know.
Ask you the question.
Hi.
Hey, David, did you just talk to somebody
Okay, no,
about
I know what to
Judge
do.
Doom? Go ahead. Sir.
Okay, so I did find out because I did talk to a cast member who was probably management. I won't mention names here. But speaking of the Judge Doom, I went up to them telling about how much I missed the death scene or the dip scene where they actually put the shoe in the dip, right? Well, they felt the same way. Apparently, that was a decision to take away the scene and change it to the, we just saw where the shoes, being suspended over the dip. That was a higher management decision, not the creative team, but those beyond it. And it was removed for a reason, but they did confirm that it wasn't because it was too scary. It was completely different, really, what they couldn't comment on it. But so unfortunately, we do got confirmation. You will not see the dip scene of him actually putting the shoe, at least in the time being. But who knows? Maybe we may be able to make some changes here.
Maybe it'll make a return next year.
Yeah.
And now we have suddenly started moving, like, a lot. I don't know what the holdup was before, but I'm happy to see the line actually moving. You know what? Some music just came over the loudspeaker, or rather like an announcement. I'm wondering if it didn't even open until like right now. And that when we moved slightly, it was people abandoning the line. And that could have been it, because now it's moving really good. We're actually getting close to the entrance, about to get in there. Okay, we actually, we're being the inexperienced folk now. We just looked it up. This Villains Grove didn't even open till 8 o'clock. Every single time in the past when we've done it, the previous visits, we've always watched the first parade, and it's been, majorly packed and that sort of thing. And then we have come right over here afterwards, and it usually is a lot more crowded because of that. So we thought we would, be smart this time. Come here while the parade was going on. But it wasn't even open yet, so we stood around for nothing. Villains Grove. Here we go. I love walking through here. We're gonna take a nice leisurely pace, leave some space between us and the folks in front of us so as not to, well, as best we can, crowd up with everybody. Now I love this spot coming up. This is an Alice in Wonderland area, and I love how the lighting makes different words pop up on the signs here. Both sets of words are actually printed on that sign, but depending on what type of light is pointed at it. And then what do we got over here?
This way, this way, this way. Some go that way, that way.
More of those signs over here. This is my favorite part, dude. David was just saying this is his favorite part. So, David, say what you will about Villains Grove. A lot of people will complain about it. I love it. How about you?
Absolutely, no question. This, granted, is not necessarily worth the price of admission for Oogie Boogie, but honestly, if this was a paid like $10, $20 attraction, I would do it every single time. I love it.
This is miles and away better than anything at the San Diego Botanical Garden that we've gone to.
Yes.
And they charge like what, like $40, $50
Like
for
$30,
that?
$40
Yeah.
for everything. I've done that before for the Christmas time.
And this is way better.
Yeah, no, way better. It's worth the wait. Normally, I've never seen it get worse than maybe like 25, 30 minutes at the very most. Usually become a little bit later in the day. Great, comes, or towards the later part of the night. It's pretty much walk on. It's worth it though. You have to at least see it one time, 2 times, honestly, believe it or not. It's really good. And I did notice that there's more fog and more projectors this year. I did hear that there's more put into the Grove.
So all of the updates and refurbishments that they did from March till July, a lot of it was putting in permanent installations for Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. So that, like some of the little meter weather stations they have are fog stations or light projectors because they know that it's going to be a permanent thing. And there's rumors, I'll put it in your fridge, that there could be some holiday things on there because of how permanent these things are. They could do replicate these things for
during Christmas.
Holidays,
Christmas
and whatnot.
As we exit the Grizzly Peak area, there is a Bruno meet and greet here, and
no, we don't talk about him. No,
okay.
No.
It is about 8:40, and David and Robin have some food at Flo's, and we're gonna go get that. I'll show you the food. So we're gonna head to Flo's via San Francisco Square and hit up the Yokai Treat Trail first. Oh, Tamatoa, shiny! And the Yokai area is over here where the Baymax meet and greet is usually located. So, what? Potato Max?
Did you say Betamax?
Betamax? No, I said Baymax.
I know you're old, but not that old.
Baymax, where the Baymax and Hero meet and greets usually are. And now they've got Yokai over here. And the Treat Trail entrance is down this way. We've been in line for like a minute and a half, and we're entering the actual like roped off portion of the line. So here's our first candy check.
Well, she's my bag, so.
What I am really missing is apple slices or grapes. They've had them in the past. I don't. Carrots! Oh, we have carrots right here.
Sure.
Carrots! Oh, yes, carrots. Bring on the carrots. Thank you. Carrots. Finally, something besides M&Ms and Skittles. Oh, and can't forget fig bars. I like the mini fig bars. But I really want grapes. They had grapes one year and they were awesome, and I want them back.
Down with Big Hero 6.
If you see them, tell Hero Hamada to stay out of my way.
We are in Radiator Springs now, and there is a treat trail right here. Now, if I recall, in times past, this has been the one with fruit. I hope it has fruit. My hopes are high. We will see. Let's see what we got here. Oh, goldfish.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween. Coming over to this one's candy as well. Oh, I'm losing hope. Losing hope right here. I got one more shot. One more shot. Let's see what it is. No, it's mini fig bars again. No fruit. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, quite the line at Flo's, but that's probably because the only special food items for Oogie Boogie Bash are located here at Flo's V8 Cafe. And so they placed a mobile order already, so they're picking that up, and then we'll get our food items. So there are 2 Oogie Boogie special items here at Flo's V8 Cafe. There is a garlic chicken tenders. You can see that over here. Just regular chicken tenders with some extra little garlic toppings. And then there is the orange chicken tenders, which looks like we've got some tortilla chips on top as well as like a spicy aioli. We're gonna give these a try and see how they are. I had a bite of both of the chicken tenders, and I liked the orange chicken ones a little bit better. Very slight spice, not a lot of spice on them, but I just found the garlic chicken tenders to be the standard chicken tenders with like a little bit of garlic sprinkled on top, and I just found it to be a little too cheap. Like, I'm not a big fan of their regular tenders, so I'm happier for the spice over the garlic. David's got a different opinion though.
The right opinion is what's really called. But no, I will agree in that the tenders, there's nothing very special about Disneyland tenders, right? First of all, they have the same consistency like if you go to like a ballpark, right? I personally love anything that's garlic and Parmesan and all that. You put it on there, I'm happy with it. So it automatically gets bonus points for me. The orange sauce on this one is too, I know it's not real orange like homemade, but it tastes too kind of fake, too synthetic, too...
Like it came right out of a bottle from B.F. Chang.
Pretty much. And I'm not happy with that. The spice is good. I do like the spice on there. And the garlic wins again because I prefer the garlic, I prefer the Parmesan, but it needs a little something extra, like maybe like a drizzle of garlic aioli on top of it, because they are a little dry just the way that they are.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It just seems like there was something sprinkled right on top.
You need something like, again, like another drizzle of something
sauce
on top,
or
and it would have
something.
been good.
Yeah. We popped out of Flo's, and over here at the Cozy Cone Motel, Lightning McQueen is doing a meet and greet in his Halloween outfit. He's dressed up as like a superhero. I'm sure he has an official name from probably a short or something, but I'm not sure what it is. And down here they have Mater out. So these characters are just sitting here the whole time doing meet and greets. I don't think they pull them in and out and swap them out like they usually do whenever they're right there during the day. So I think Lightning is always over there, Mater's always over here, and then Red is, of course, on the other side over that way. It is approximately 9:40, and we are seeing some people start to line up for the next parade. I think it'll be less of an issue than the first parade because it's later at night. However, we just asked and we confirmed the parade starts down here on both parade times. A lot of times at Disney, the parades will start one direction and like it would go up that way, and then on the second one it will start up that way and then come down this direction.
And don't forget to add about the dessert parties.
Oh yes, the dessert parties.
So yes, of course, I want to say it's about $70 add on, somewhere around there. I'm not sure the exact price. They give you a tray of little goodies, desserts and whatnot. Beverages are separate. Soft drinks are included. For the duration, I think it's about 40 minutes prior to the parade. You're allowed to sit here, and like 10 minutes after the parade is over.
Okay.
But it's guaranteed seating, and you can see how there's double layers, double rows. And then there also is the dining version of it too. For those who have dining special packages with the Trattoria over here, there's some dining versions of the same thing as well too.
So there are definitely still some people camped out. I was led to believe that the 10 o'clock one was so empty that you could just walk up and grab a spot. And I mean, granted, there's still plenty of room, I feel like, behind some of these people. But all the same, if we're gonna stop somewhere, we're gonna stop right here at this trash can. So it looks like there is more dessert party seating over here in front of Ariel's, and I always pick a like trash can spot to plant my camera. So here we go, here's my trash can. Now I'm gonna put my camera on it, and then I can just, I have my camera on a tripod. It's my iPhone, but it's on a tripod. So I just plop it on a trash can, and it works really great for me. While I'm standing here, I do want to point out that they have a Kingdom Hearts photo op down there with Goofy and Mickey by the looks of it. And there's quite a sizable line for it. I mean, it's not terrible as far as photo ops go, but there is a line for it. And there is a Sid Candy Trail over there that we're going to try to do later. And then over below the Silly Symphony Swings is a magic key holder area where you can go get a special Oogie Boogie patch. I'm also going to try to do that a little bit later. It looks like Goofy just got swapped out for Donald Duck. And they do have the keys that are part of the props that you can do with the photo ops. So that's pretty cool. And here's a look at that patch. I may not go over and get it. I may not have time afterwards. We'll see. So I just wanted to show this patch to you just in case we don't get a chance. It is a Hades patch. Really, really cool. Oh, look, the lighting just changed behind it. Oh, now it's blue again.
Halloween spirit, fiendish and bold. Beware the headless horseman on a midnight steed. He's searching for somebody to supply his cursed need. Oh. you there? What are you wearing? I simply must have it. Who's seen the puppet? Have you? Oh, darling, who tricked you into wearing that? Dip the apple in the brew. Wicked wishes all come true. Ghosts and ghouls in the night. Summon forth your springs of fright. Look, you fools, the potion's ready.
My one time I get to interact with Captain Hook is during the parade. Both times last year and this year, he did not disappoint and wanted me to go swab the deck.
He noticed the difference, the upgrades. He noticed the upgrades.
He noticed the glasses upgrades. Over here beneath the Silly Symphony Swings, I picked up my own patch this time. And it looks like they have a special treat trail here too. Ooh, Werther's Originals. Can I have one of those? Thank you. Old man candy, that's what David called it. Thank you.
Hey, have a great night, guys.
Oh, there's also a special Pain and Panic photo op over here too. Exclusive for Magic Key guests.
Perfect. All right, guys, big smiles.
Well, Sid does his meet and greet over here at the Pixar Promenade, and it looks like his line is fairly short right now. It is after 10:30 now, and the night is winding down. The second parade is over, and so this is going to be a real quick one.
We're skateboarding, making toys, eating pizza, getting the top score in all the games at Pizza Planet. Babyface, but Babyface is currently on this operation because our clowns don't know how to take care of things, even themselves. Look at them.
I believe it. Always good seeing you, Sid.
Yeah, I know, I'm awesome. I agree. Maybe next year you all could be scarecrows since you have no brains. Next year dress up like pizza. Pizza's awesome.
Oh, I almost forgot! Lotso Huggin' Bear! You can meet Lotso! And Ember and Wade from Elemental are over here. They first appeared at Pixar Fest, and it looks like they have made an appearance here in Oogie Boogie Bash over by Incredicoaster. Here's the Hades one again. Definitely a little bit better in the nighttime. The lighting there.
You know, I have been working on this plan for centuries, you know, and put a lot of work into this, and it was just been on my mind, it's been a teal idea. What if my little nephew Hercules ruins this whole thing? It's really getting me steamed up, you know, it's really getting me hot, it's getting me angry, it's really getting me blow my top. But I gotta just, you know, I gotta keep it cool. You gotta calm down, you gotta calm down. You gotta be nice, you gotta be sweet. Everybody thinks they are a hero these days. I don't know. Hades, that's Hercules' problem. He thinks he's a hero, he needs to go save the day, and I'm sort of in my way here. Go ahead, pal, nothing's stopping you. Take it, take it.
Oh, cool.
Cane Fresco might last longer.
We got 5 minutes to make it over to Ernesto's line entrance. So long as we can get in line before 11, we can go through the trail. I'm so happy we went and did Hades again because I was able to be up nice and close when he changed his hair color. He has some cue words. He got up off his throne and then started talking about Hercules. And anytime he talks about Hercules, he gets really fired up. So it was really fun. He's, I guess, closing the doors. So it's like, yeah, get in here before the doors close. A couple of the candy spots as we're getting closer here to the end of the night, like minutes left, they're empty. We haven't been getting anything.
So sad. Please don't cry. My friends, as the night draws closer and closer to an end, did you enjoy yourselves here tonight? Being in the presence of Ernesto de la Cruz, the greatest musician of all time. And please, although I am leaving, I hope you will always recuerda me. Good night, my friends.
are just last couple of treat trails as we head our way out here. And they're on the way out. That's what this line is for. And they are doing it. They are handing out the full-size M&M bags like they have in the past. These are M&M's Mega. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Enjoy. And this one's got full-size regular M&M's. And here is my total haul here. Yeah, I've got a few other things in there now, the event guide and a cookie that I bought earlier, but my bag still isn't full. We ended up not having to do any unloads, but I mean, it's still like, it's pretty heavy. It's probably to like Captain Hook's nose, maybe the top of his hat.
A good couple pounds.
But there's definitely still some room in there. Been spending my time here today with David from Big Red Journeys. Make sure you go check out his channel, like and subscribe his videos. He does awesome content. You guys have been asking me for more San Diego content. This guy right here is the one doing it.
Not him.
Not him. So definitely go check him out if you want some more San Diego-based content. And thanks for hanging out with me here today.
Always a pleasure.
Definitely appreciated it. And that's it for our time here today at Disney California Adventure for Oogie Boogie Bash 2024. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you have questions about the event that we didn't answer here, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I am always happy to answer them. Click this video to check out more Halloween content from me here at Disneyland. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.